What's happening, guys? It's Grisno, and today I've got another Battlefield 3 game for you. Whiskey Lung and I took full advantage of the double XP this past weekend because we're noobs and we still don't have everything unlocked. But in this video we're actually playing Squad Deathmatch because we both realized we needed win 5 rounds of Squad Deathmatch to finish the professional Russian achievement. And hold on, I'm just, as you can see here, I'm just enabling God mode, M16A3 with some sort of optic and heavy barrel foregrip. I mean, it seems to be God mode in the hands of some people. I do find it pretty much the best gun. I mean, there's no denying it, but I don't really use it so much. Anyways, we were trying to win a squad deathmatch for quite a few hours, and let me tell you, it's not an easy thing to do when you're just two of you. I mean, this is the closest we got, and we didn't win. We were right there at the end, and just had at least I did. I had a string of bad deaths, and pretty much cost us the game. But anyways, you'll see that in a moment. Now, I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay, because that's boring. I was watching some of the E3 news during the event, and now I've seen a lot of highlight videos, so I thought I'd give you a list of games that I thought looked good, and what games I'm thinking I'm going to want to pick up. So let's start with Batman Arkham Origins. I have to mention this one because Batman is probably my favorite superhero, I guess. And the Arkham series has been awesome so far. I didn't get into City like I did Asylum, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to grab this one. It's not like a true origin story, it's more like he's been Batman for a couple of years, fighting street crime, but on the night this takes place, a crime boss or somebody puts out like a hit on him, and that's when like people like the Joker and Deadshot start to come out. Yeah, Deadshot's in this game, that's crazy. Yeah, this one's on my list for sure. Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, AC games are always fun, and this looks like no exception. It's got pirates, man. I can't see any way Assassin's Creed with pirates could not be good. By now we all know what to expect from these games, so as long as they stick to what's been working for them so far as gameplay goes, it'll all be good. Trust me, it'll be good. Halo. So we didn't see much, just Master Chief in a desert looking like a badass wearing a cloak, and because he totally needs a cloak, what with his crazy spacesuit armor and all. But anyway, he's just out there in the middle of this desert looking place, holding like a chip, and I think it may be the now dead, I guess, question mark, Cortana. Then this big alien looking thing that looked like a Promethean from Halo 4 bursts out of the ground, and it's pretty sweet. So it's just a teaser, but I'll be getting it no doubt. I mean, Halo's usually one of the ones that I get without asking too many questions. Next one was Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain. I love Metal Gear games, just adore them. So I'm happy when any game in the series comes out, just like anything really. And it looks like you're gonna be Snake, as in Big Boss in this one. He was wearing like an eye patch that's usually significant of Big Boss. Also, I think I saw Ocelot in there. He looked pretty young, so it must be like 70s time period or something like that. But I love me some sneaky, and this is the ultimate stealth game. Splinter Cell kind of compares, I guess. That's another one actually that I was kind of thinking of getting. Blacklist, I think it's called. Sam Fisher is basically the same as Snake, aside from being a clone and all that. So, real quick, a few more without getting too descript, because I think I may run out of game time before I get the heavy hitters. Mirror's Edge 2 is coming. That looks really sweet. Gotta love that parkour action. Star Wars Battlefront 3 was shown, and just a short teaser, like same as Halo, but DICE is making it. Definitely pumped for that. Super Smash Brothers. Nintendo was looking good, actually. Maybe kind of want a Wii U, but Super Smash Brothers is always a ton of fun, and they introduced Mega Man as the new character, which is awesome. Love me some Mega Man. Killer Instinct, I don't know, I haven't been into like fighting games for a long time. Just reminds me of the Super Nintendo days and gives me that warm and fuzzy at the mention of it, I guess. So, here we go. Here are the top 3 games on my list. They are must-haves, I guess, for me. Must-haves for sure. First one's Titanfall. So a lot of you may remember the whole debacle at Infinity Ward involving the 2 head developers of Modern Warfare 2. Basically, they got screwed over somehow by the company and they quit. And as a result of that, they weren't involved in Modern Warfare 3 at all. Anyways, so they go off and start their own company, Respawn Entertainment, and this is their first game. A lot of things are being said about, oh, it's the COD killer, and I think it might actually be, because this game looks crazy. The gameplay kind of reminds me of Crysis, I guess, but with like tighter aiming, and I guess it just looks more responsive, like Call of Duty is. So obviously it's another futuristic shooter, but you can call in these mech suits and jump in them and like seriously mess people's days up. And this thing isn't like your typical slow-moving, clunky mech suit that we're used to getting in games with like machines like this. These guys are fast, agile, basically controlling the same as if you would when you're just your normal human character. And speaking of that, when you're like the normal human character, there's still ways of taking these crazy big mech suits out all by yourself. Let me just say 2 things: jetpacks and wall running. You can like jump on top of these, rip open hatches and like destroy it from the inside. This game looks nuts, like I'm telling you guys. Definitely gonna look into it, and definitely gonna get it. I think you guys should look into it. I'll put links in the description, annotations on the screen for all these games. Watch Dogs is another one I thought looked great. Set in the future where everything is being monitored in the city by like these CCTVs, and you have your little iPhone hacking device, I guess, and you play this vigilante guy. I don't know what happened in the future that the cops can't do their job, or at least you feel that they can't, that you feel you have to be a vigilante, but that's what's happening. And it looks really cool. Definitely want to check that one out too. And finally, the big one, Battlefield 4. Oh my goodness, they had a 3-day live stream event. I'm not gonna bother linking or showing any footage or anything on my channel because there's plenty of it around, and I don't want to be one of those guys that just re-uploads. Anyways, the thing looked crazy. The multiplayer map that they showed was Siege of Shanghai. And, oh, by the way, I think this is about the time in the gameplay where everything starts falling apart for us, as you can see. Don't really have too much luck from here on in. But yeah, let me just... The Siege of Shanghai map looked insane. I mean, we had tanks shooting down the skyscraper. Man, it was nuts. Like, it was obviously a scripted gameplay, because I don't think anyone could play like that and actually survive and do what they did. Don't talk to me about they were working in a squad. No, it was scripted. Everyone knows that. But they fight their way to the top of the skyscraper by taking an elevator, which is kind of hilarious. I love that. There's an elevator. As I panic and keep hitting the wrong button while I try to revive this guy. Look at me go! What are you doing? I was just panicking. I did not know what was going, or why I couldn't hit that button. Anyways, so they fight their way to the top of the skyscraper and overtake the control point. And then I think he says something like, "Oh, the tanks are bringing the building down, guys. Let's go." So they all jump off and parachute off, and He lands safely on the other side of the water and turns around, and the whole building just comes crashing down, dust everywhere. I'm telling you guys, Battlefield 4 is gonna be insane. And excuse me, there's just nothing looked better than that at E3. Nothing could compare to Battlefield 4. I think we're running out of gameplay here. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about E3. Like I said, I'll leave links in the description to all these games that I talked about. You guys should go check them out, because everything that I mentioned was like more than a highlight, you know what I mean? Like, people will put highlight reels together, but this is the good stuff. Trust me on that. So that's it. I went 22-14, and we almost won. That was the closest we got. Anyways, guys, Squad Deathmatch sucks. It's hard to win, but I'm gonna do it eventually. And once again, I want to thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.